Most people train in the gym want to be stronger, fitter, faster, bigger. But of course, there are some people who do not want to get strong because they say they are afraid of lifting heavy weights because they are afraid that they get too strong. But I can tell you that those people lie to themselves. Anyway, now we're going to talk about something related to strength. And if you want to get stronger, is doing more volume is the answer to lift heavier weights to get stronger? Well, technically, more volume through progressive overload make you stronger. But that's one part of the equation. Sometimes people ignore small things, small little nagging issues, or some weakness, but push for more volume to get stronger. Well, of course, you may get results, okay? And most people do get results by pushing for more and more volume. But of course, you may suffer from some consequences, okay? So let me tell you, look at this thing called performance pyramid by Gray Cook, okay? And if you are certified from ACE, NASM, we all have our own pyramid. So in ACE, we call it the IFT model, and from NASM, we call it the OPT model, okay? Now, today I'm just gonna use a Gray Cook performance pyramid to highlight what I want to see, okay? Now, you see here, just now earlier we talked about getting more volume is one of the ways of getting strong, and most of the time people focus a lot on getting more volumes. And now here, based on the pyramid, you can see here, the base of the pyramid, we talk about functional movements. So there's the base, the fundamentals that we need to get right. So what is functional movement here is where it entails your mobility, stability, and coordination. Now, the second layer of the pyramid, which is after you master or when you achieve a pretty good functional movements, you progress to functional performance, where you focus on building strength, power, and endurance, and lastly is skills, the sports related skills. And you see here, banging on more volume to get strong, ignoring other little things, is more like you focusing a lot on here. This is where we push for more volume to improve strength. Okay, so that is what we do, and that is what people are doing most of the time, and ignoring mobility, stability, and coordination. So imagine that the base of the pyramid is like not being focused, is not well built. What do you think would happen to the pyramid? Well, in common sense, we know that it will collapse. So it's the same like our body, where most people feel that focusing on all the little things is not the answer to get strong. Maybe you may get strong, like I said earlier, but of course, there will be consequences where people push too much and they get injured. Maybe they hit plateau. Maybe they get strong for a short period of time. They have nagging issue coming back over and over again. So it's like the little problems that you have, the nagging issue, can be like a ship that has a leakage, okay? But you don't fix the leakage on the spot, and you are rushing full speed to the shore, okay? And before the ship sinks, you push all out to get to the shore, expect that you will be safe. But what if you never reach the shore, okay? You put everything at risk, because perhaps fixing the leakage there and then when you have the tools is a wiser choice. For example, training is not a sprint. Training is like a marathon, okay? I'm not saying that you're training for marathon. I'm saying that training to get stronger is like a marathon, is a long journey, okay? We strive for longevity. We don't want to have a short period of glory and then ignoring other stuff that may actually bring you consequences. So if you know who is Paul Chek actually mentioned that you can't fire a cannon from a canoe, okay? So it's just like if you want to get strong, you want to produce explosiveness, you want to produce power, you can't do it from a weak base. It's just like firing a cannon from a canoe. What will happen to the canoe? It will definitely sink. Okay? So to get stronger matters. Okay, of course, everything else matters. Your volume matters, but before volume, we have priorities. We want to get ourselves stable, we get ourselves mobile, so that we can actually form a very solid functional movement so they can get better. For example, if someone who can't even squat without proper form, adding a barbell on top of them, it will actually just create more problem along the kinetic chain. Okay, if let's say you are trying to squat very heavy and your weight plateau, and the problem can be coming from just slump ankle pronation, you're gonna fix that ankle pronation. Otherwise, you will not have the stability to enable yourself to carry heavier weights. Of course, you can say that I have gotten strong from a lot more volume. I don't care about my mobility. But the thing here is that you could have been stronger if you work on those small things. So we need to train wise, we train pain-free. We want to look at the whole thing from a small picture to the biggest picture, because I can tell you that when you are 50 years old, how much weight you carry when you are in the 20s does not matter if you can't even get yourself up the stairs. So train smart. You can have both. You can be strong, you can be mobile, and when you're 50 years old, you're strong and functional. That's what we strive for when it comes to training. Thank you very much for watching.